Make sure to check out my Patreon if you want access to the best club tags across all regions. Hello guys, and welcome to my first video of Season 10. In this guide, I'm going to show you guys the best path to take if you're playing aggressive style, conservative, farming to 6, etc. This guide will have every single path at your disposal. So if you like, please make sure to like, subscribe, and I have a lot more videos coming out in the next few days. And yeah, every like goes a long way, so thank you for the support, and I hope you enjoy. For the first path that I call the fast level 3, you want to do blue, gromp, red, or red, blue, gromp. This is based off of what side of the map you want to finish off, whether or not you want to dive bot early level 3 if you're playing Elise or something, or if you have a really strong top lane like Renekton that's going to go W level 2, they can easily get a gank off in those side lanes. This essentially replaces the blue-red Krugs route or the red Krugs blue route that I showed you guys last season. That was one of my favorite routes to go. You basically want to do this on champs where you want to have some early game pressure or just have skirmishing 2v2s or potential 3v3s. So the best champs for this would be Elise, Lee Sin, Warwick, and probably just Jarvan. You can also do this on champs like Graves, but if you're going to do this clear, then make sure to grab W level 3, which I'll explain in the future, but you're going to probably look for a gank if you're doing this on Graves or something. The next path is called Better Jungler Wins. So you only want to do this path when you have stronger lanes early game on the side of the map you're invading. So for the most part, you also want to be against weaker junglers that have a harder time fighting you 1v1 or 2v2 on sides of the map where you have advantages in. To make best use of this path, you want to start blue into Gromp into Wolves, or do Wolves into blue into Gromp and then invade the top side jungle, the red side jungle that is. So if you're playing Graves or Olaf, it doesn't really matter where you start. For the most part, I'd say start on your Wolves so you can get them back up earlier. Whereas when you're playing Nidalee or Karthus, you want to get a really good level 1 leash on the blue buff, and doing Wolves is a lot longer and a harder hassle. However, make sure you're only going for this path if you know that enemy jungler also started blue and you have an advantage in the mid and bot side or top side of the maps. The next path I like to call is the Punisher. This is the early invade route you want to go for, in which you have a red buff versus a blue buff advantage early game. This is best on strong level 2 champions that can hop walls and get their cooldowns on their dashes back faster, so champs like Nidalee, Graves, Jarvan are probably the 3 best right now. Make sure that you know that enemy jungler is starting blue and you're starting red, or else it's not going to work. As process of elimination goes, if the same side lanes are leashing, then you have the advantage. And also, since you have red buff and extra dash, the slow will help you a lot more than a 10% CDR and mana regeneration that enemy jungler will have, give you the advantage in a 2v2 or 1v1. This is definitely the best early game snowball heavy invade route that I can give you guys for Season 10. If you feel the need to make an early aggressive play, then just make sure to ward through blue and start red, as this is the only information you'll need to go through with this route. Gromp has a lot more experience and is faster to do than the old Krug, so it's definitely worth it. Even if the enemy jungler doesn't do this Gromp, you'll still get a lead out of this. The fourth path is the fast level 6 route. So for this path, you want to make sure to start your Wolves and make your way to your top side and then full clear to your bot side. Once you full clear, you'll be level 4, and if you're playing a fast clear like Olaf or Graves, then you'll be up for the crab with the level advantage you're looking for. You then have the time to look for a potential counter gank or a gank on the nearest side lane or mid lane. But make sure to recall right afterwards, because your Gromp and Wolves are spawning, which are a lot of source of experience as they'll be leveled up. Experience from the jungle is pretty bad right now until they change it, which I think they might, but for the most part, this is the best way to get a really fast early game lead as far as levels go. If you can get kills or assists, then obviously go for those, but if you have to play early game safe on Nocturne or Karthus or something, this is definitely your best bet. The next path is the red side clear. So even though that Krugs got nerfed, you can still get level 3 by fully clearing your red side jungle. If you're aware that the enemy jungler is also starting red buff and are weak early game, they can always look for a blue side invade on blue buff or Gromp. Just be careful that this route is hard countered by the fast level 3 route, which is red blue into Gromp. The best champs are the ones that are low mana users and have a lot of potential with red buff with AoE damage, such as Kayn, Lee Sin, Nidalee, Graves, Gragas, and Rek'Sai. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've given me despite my ban on Twitch, following Twitch rivals. I'm really grateful and I love you all, honestly. If you really want to support me that bad, then buying coaching and buying access to my club tags through Patreon is a great way to support me. I don't make much money from YouTube, I never have, but I always felt the need to help out my audience become better at the game or just give them some knowledge, and yeah, I'm really grateful. Thank you guys so much. If you want to stay updated, then make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you want to help me out and get my video across. Other than that, thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.